Alright guys, this is Ashwin here. In this video we are going to solve the problem counter game. Louis and Richard have developed a number scheme. They pick a number and check to see if it is a power of 2. If it is, they divide it by 2. If not, they reduce it by the next lower number which is a power of 2. Whoever reduces the number to 1 wins the game. Louis always starts. Given an initial value, determine who wins the game. So here we have a number 132. It's Louis' turn first. So she determines that 132 is not a power of 2. The next lower power of 2 is 128. So she subtracts that from 132 and pass 4 to Richard. 4 is a power of 2. So Richard divides it by 2 and pass it to Louis. Likewise 2 is a power, so she divides it by 2 and reaches 1. She wins the game. Update: if they initially set the counter to 1, Richard wins. Louis cannot make a move, so she loses. So this is also a corner case, and also if you can able to see a pattern here, whenever it reaches a power of 2, we have only do the division operation. I think if it's odd or even like that, only we have to get to the logic. So if it's a power of 2 and how many times the number is dividing it by 2, based on the count we can able to determine the winner. So here for 128 only the leftmost bit will be 1 and all the other bits will be 0 because this is a power of 2. So in order to find how many times it will be divisible, we just have to negate the number by 1. If it's negated by 1, let's say 127 means, so all the zeros will be converted to 1 if we negate the 128 by 1. So that's the logic I'm going to use. The number of set bits is going to determine the count, how many times we are dividing that number. So we have a number here, so it's 2 power 64 minus 1. So that's a big number, and we also have a test case that is up to 10. So we have to do it in an optimal way. So if we are following my logic, it will be the length of the bits, that's the time complexity. If you consider the length of the bits to n means, that is order of n, that is the time complexity. Here we have only one test case and the initial number will be 6. So let's take this as an example, 6. So we will convert that into the binary representation, 1, 1 and 0. This is the binary representation. So if you negate it by 1, 6 minus 1 is 5. So 5, 1, 0, 1. So you can able to see 6 is not the power of 2. If you negate it by 1, it's automatically showing. Using the set bits itself, you can able to easily count how many times we are decrementing. So this is for a smaller number, so that's why both the set bits are same. If you are going for a higher value means you can able to clearly find the difference. So let's do the logic now. Maybe for sample test case I will show you some examples by printing it. So we'll have, so initially we have n, we also initialize with some result. I think we don't need the result. First we are going to find the set bits. So set bits equals binary of n minus 1. So this binary is like a string representation. I'm going to get the binary numbers for n minus 1 dot count of set bits. So set bit is 1. I'm going to represent this as a string. Now it will count it and store the count here. Now we have to find the results based on the set bits. If set bits modulus 2 equals 1, so that is odd, return Louis, else we will return Richard. So for odd or even which person to return, we have to find it using a trial and error, because we have to observe some pattern, and based on that only we have to return these values. Now let's run the code once to check whether it is working. So it's worked for the sample test case. Let's submit it once. And yeah, I think all the test cases are solved. So our logic is working fine. Now let's print the set bits and print binary representation of n and binary of n minus 1. So let's run this. Now why I am printing like this means we have to understand the logic. Now here the binary representation of 6 is 110 and 5 is 101. I already explained the logic here. So we are just counting the set bits, that is 2. So this total set bits is 2 and it's even. So we are returning Richard. Let's use some custom input. So for one test case, we'll be going for 132. Let's run this. So for custom test case, you can able to see 132 is not the power of 2. If you go to the next power, the remaining will be 4. So if we remove all these things, we'll be having this 100. That is the equivalent of 4. So I'll just copy this so we can able to understand it easily here. Our number is 132 and these are the results we are having. So this is the binary representation of 132 and this is for minus 1. So as you can able to see, using this logic itself, 132 is not a power of 2. So we are going to go to the next power and give the remaining to the other person. So that will be 128 and the remaining is 4. So if you just remove this number, all the zeros will be gone and remaining we will be having 4. So how many times we are going to divide 4? So that will be 2 times. So that's how we are getting it here. So if you negate it by minus 1, we are automatically getting the set bits, like how many times we are going to divide. So the total is 3. So this is odd. So odd means Louis is the winner. And here also Louis is the winner. She wins the game. Now I think with this example the logic will be much clear. If you uncomment this, you can able to clearly observe the pattern. Logic is splitted into 2 parts. One is until we have to reach the power of 2, that we are doing it here. After reaching the power of 2, how many times we are going to divide that number, that we can able to find using n minus 1. So using that we can able to find all the zeros after that. So that's why using one single pass we can able to count all the set bits and return it. So this is the whole logic of this problem. So bit operations can be a little tricky. You just have to take a pen and paper and try with various examples to arrive a different logic. So this is like a one logic. You can also arrive the solution in different ways. Like I already said, you just have to go into a power of 2 and after that you just have to get how many zeros after that, and based on the zeros you just have to return Louis or Richard. So that's how the whole logic works here. I think that's it, guys. Let's submit the code once again and we have solved all the test cases, and that concludes the whole logic of this problem. And that's it, guys. I will see you in the next video.